was from an aquaponics system that I had at one point, and now I'm thinking it's going to be great for growing food in. So it's got two little depressions on either side that are going to be a little water reservoir. It's even got a little bit of a reservoir around where the outflow is going to be. So it's going to be a slowly draining big pot system. This is where I've been stockpiling resources, stockpiling materials to make soil. So this was a stack of bags of leaves, and I selected these and set them here because of their ratio. They had a good bit of green grass clippings in them. So this was from, there's some trash. This was from around April and May, and so these have just sat here. We're in August now, so that's 3.5 months. The material has shrunk down in volume at least by half, but without any turning, and by just setting these bags here, because these compostable bags, the cool thing about them is they're holding in the moisture that's there. So if you find a bag that has moisture in it, or you find a bag that has grass clippings in it, and basically at an ideal balance, it just decomposes, it just breaks down. And so that's what we've got here. So this is what I'm going to be growing in. So I don't know the quality, we'll see, but it's a little bit anaerobic, so it's a little bit mucky, heavy, and that was a clump of grass clippings. But across the board, I'll get to see how fluffing it up shifts it, and whether or not it's productive, because I have a feeling it's going to be quite productive. There's a lot of life in here, and even though it's, you know, anaerobic life, it'll be shifting to aerobic, but it's definitely got its moisture fully internalized. So the mixing of this material is going to do a lot to prepare it to act as soil. But this was nothing more than you know, bags of leaves that had some grass clippings in it, and yeah, a little bit heavy, and that's good feedback for me. You know, you never know. But see the sliminess, a little bit too wet right now. But fluffing it up and just the turning of it, moving it around, is going to probably make it just about perfect. But we'll see. There is no rule book for this growing stuff. All right, I'm hiding out in the shade, and I finished filling up my my half of an IBC. It really didn't take much. I think it was just 4 wheelbarrow loads, and the stuff turned out to be really nice. So there's a bit of dry stuff mixed in, but what has gone hydrophilic, or has absorbed the moisture into its cells, is really nice, and there's a lot of life in it. You know, even all the roly-polies and sow bugs crawling up the surface. So time to put these in the ground. I've got some of my finished compost here. So this is the quality of the material after just a little bit longer, the decomposition, and I'm going to put it in the holes before I plant. All right, done. So I don't know if you could see, but they didn't have any roots because I had just put them in the gallon pots. They were 4-inch transplants, actually. This is Juliet, and this is one called Carmelo, and they're going to be my fall tomatoes. And I'm basically going to walk away from this and count on that moisture in the compost, that little bit of compost that I gave them to start, the finished compost, for that to help spread, and for the plants to do a lot of turning that into a great environment. So this is kind of walk away and forget them. The reason I put a little bit on top is also for the light intensity, to protect the tomatoes, because it's still hot, and so a little bit of shade goes a long way this time of year. Hey you guys, this is the follow-up. So this is the Juliet tomato, and it is growing quite well in our straight compost, as you can see. This is the other Carmelo that never got its footing, and the bugs got a little bit, and it's a loss for this season. So it's October 5th, which means we are going into our month of prime time weather. October is our best month for growing, bar none. And this Juliet is in the perfect position to be productive. We've got flowers, we've got fruit set already. Here's some more right here. Here's some fruit set. So now whether or not all of the fruit that gets set finishes before our first frost, that's to be seen, but the plant can do it. A lot of this had to do with timing, but I did not water. Not even once on this one. When I planted it, I watered it, but it got a rain when it needed it, and then it got Hurricane Harvey, and so it survived Hurricane Harvey, so 30 inches, so that means the drainage in the compost was good enough for tomato. But hopefully, yeah, this serves as some inspiration to get you guys out experimenting, trying new things, and seeing a lot more value in stuff like that, because in stuff like that, you can grow stuff like this. So give the video a like, maybe subscribe if you're into this kind of stuff, and I will catch you guys next time.